Hello and welcome to tonight's LIC broadcast where your Mount Carmel Golden Aces are taking on the Newton Eagles here at Newton. We made the long drive up north to get this one tonight for you. And we're just going to start out with some coaches' pregame show action. Before the game tonight, I got a chance to talk to Coach Matt McCarty. Here is that interview. Well, if it'll work for me, sorry, I'll go figure that out real quick. It's wanting to be a little weird. We'll get this going, and if it doesn't work, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Well, it's wanting to fight me right now, so I guess we won't have an interview. We'll have one in the post game. But tonight, the Aces come in at 12-7. This weekend, me and Coach, I'll just sum up a little bit of what we talked about. They played a really tough Breeze Central team. This Breeze Central team is the number 2 ranked girls team in the state, and Coach McCarty said they should be number 1. They're a lot better than that T-Town squad that they played earlier in the year, and Breeze Central beat them right about by 20, but it was a really close game there at half. You could tell that the girls just a little bit of conditioning against that Breeze Central squad, who's pulling in a lot bigger of an amount of girls than they are, and this 12-7 Aces team is nothing to slouch at, as we were talking about, and you know, all their losses have came against a lot bigger opponents. Then talking about this Newton squad, they run a 1-2-2, a 1-3-1. They just do a lot of stuff that's probably going to mess with the girls tonight. They're going to try a lot of zone. I'm guessing they're going to pack in the paint against Macy Randall, and he's just telling me that it's going to be rebounding and running. We got to grab boards, we got to knock down outside shots, and we've got to get on a roll early in transition against a team that doesn't really have anybody that big. Looking down there, number 35, Maddie Brummer, is 6'1" sophomore, but as a sophomore, she's not ready to guard the senior Macy Randall, who been a 3-year starter, 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds. That's a player that nobody should be guarding in their first 2 years of high school basketball, especially as somebody you would probably guess doesn't have her driver's license yet. And that's just going to be a tough load to take on Macy Randall. Then the Aces, of course, got Riley Hershey and Tinsley Dunlap, who are very good against a guard-oriented team. You're going to expect a lot from them early. They're going to have to go out and get a lot of buckets. They're going to have to work in transition against this Newton squad, who, once again, very good. They're led by number 14, a senior guard. That's Izzy Meinhardt. She's a very good shooter from outside, from what Coach has told me, and one of the returning starters that they have from last year. But with that, we'll conclude our coaches pregame. Well, we'll take a break during our coaches pregame show. That's brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 618-263-3285. Once we come back, we'll have a little bit more pregame action. We'll have starting lineups in the national anthem. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel Basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% financing or a Bronco for $499 a month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2026 Pacifica, only $399 a month. Or lease a 26 Durango for $449 a month. See store for details. And go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step And the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Well, we're back during the show, once again brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. They're located on Wabash Avenue in Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, 618-632-8285. Aces come into this one 12-7 against a very solid Newton squad. In one of the head-to-head matchups where they've both played the same opponent that at least matters for me is Edwards County. Edwards County beat this Newton squad in the regular season in a very close game. They were down at half, came back late to get a big win over this Newton squad. Then down at the Mary Mule, where the Aces are just recently out of, the Eagles ended up beating Edwards County by 2. Edwards County did have a tough time scoring, but it was one of those that they're just going to have to work at it. The Aces did beat the Lions by about 20 points both times that they've played them, so they've definitely outmatched them when they've played, and now it's just going to be a situation where head-to-head, who is the better squad? This Eagles squad, once again, brings in a little bit of size. Somebody I didn't mention is Claire Pro. She's about 6 feet tall. She's a junior, another returning starter, if I remember right, from last year. Took on this Newton squad, and they went 1-1 with them last year, if I remember right. Lost to them they went 2-1. Actually, they lost to them on a game winner at home. I think they beat them in the Mary Mule, and they beat them in the LIC tournament. So they went 2-1 against Newton last year in, I think, a combined score where there's maybe 3 points of difference between those two teams in 3 games. So it was a really tight, really contested matchup between the two teams, and the Aces are going to have to knock it down from outside. It's got to start on the perimeter tonight. They're playing the zone like usual. It's got to be Evie Sellers from outside. It's got to be Olivia Peach from outside. Then Tinsley Dunlap's got to work off of that, get to the mid-range. Riley Hershey has got to do what she does, get to the mid-range and facilitate for her teammates. Then down low, it's got to be Macy Randall. She's got to get all the boards. She's got to dominate against this 2-3. Keep the ball high against the traps. You know that they're going to send doubles at her in the post, as she's just so much taller than everybody that has to guard her in every game that she's played this year. Then on the defensive end of the ball, in the man-to-man in the half court, Coach McCarty was pleasantly surprised with how they did against Breeze Central. So half-court defense, it's got to stay like it did against Breeze Central. Got to give them some fits, make them rotate the ball a lot, make them play slow. Then you force a turnover, you get a rebound, you push in transition, and you just make the most of your opportunities. Basketball is an opportunistic sport. It has got to be go get your own and then work off of what you get. But as there's a minute 18 left, that's probably going to conclude our coach's pregame show. That's sponsored by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, the national anthem, and then some basketball here at Newton. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th footlong free.
4 footlongs free. Fix my fibula later.
4 footlongs free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th footlongs free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 footlongs free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th footlong free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You know, you can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville.
Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smokin' Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here, and so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
It's holiday season with great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $13,300 off on a new 2025 Jeep Cherokee L or a 26 Ram 1500 with 0% financing for 60 months. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Here we are, back here at Newton, where your Aces are getting ready to take on this Newton Eagles squad in an LIC matchup. The Aces come in undefeated in LIC play. Pretty sure Newton has one conference loss. I think they're coming in as the 4 seed in the tournament. Aces coming in as the 2, got that chip on their shoulder heading into next weekend. These are the starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. Starting at 1 guard's Olivia Peach. She wears number 1, the shooter from outside. Then Riley Hershey, the do-it-all player for the Aces. Then Tinsley Dunlap, she wears number 10. Then number 31, Evie Sellers. Then down low, number 30, Macy Randall. It's the starting 5 that's got it done all since Christmas, and the Aces are going to expect some big things from them here tonight. Then for Newton, trying to get an idea who's starting. Obviously, it's going to be Probst and number 14, Meinhardt. We'll have to see who else. Number 12, that's a sophomore, Alani Birdbauer. We're getting far enough north that we're getting some of these really German names. And then, of course, number 10, Claire Probst. Number 11, Grace Shoemaker. Then a junior, number 30, this is Allie Herman. Then number 14, Izzy Meinhardt. Once again, Meinhardt is the player to take away if you're the Aces. Aces wearing their away black uniforms with maroon trim and gold numerals. Then Newton wearing their white home uniforms with blue and orange trim and blue numerals. Aces are going to be coming at us to start as we're kind of up here in a corner for everybody on the radio, and then Newton's going away from us. In the center circle is Macy Randall and Claire Probst as we're set to tip off and start tonight's broadcast. Really start tonight's broadcast of your Aces versus the Newton Eagles. Randall goes up, tips it to Hershey on the right side. Hershey bringing it up the floor, looking to get to somebody, just has to toss it to Sellers. Back up to Hershey on the right side. Eagles in a man-to-man defense early. She hands it off to Dunlap. She's going to try to drive inside. Kicks it out to Peach. She puts up the quick 3. That's no good. Rebound down. I think it should stay here with the Aces, as that's out of bounds on the Eagles. Sellers to trigger it in. That's tipped out of bounds, trying to get into Peach. It's going to stay here with the Aces. Sellers throws it into Hershey. Hershey up to Randall down low. She goes up, gets fouled, doesn't get it called, grabs her own rebound, puts it up, makes it, gets that foul call. She's going to have a trip to the line for 1. Aces ahead 2-0, 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Randall misses the free throw, but Tinsley Dunlap grabs the offensive board. Hershey gets it on the left side. She's going to take it all the way in herself. Stops at the mid-range, back out to Sellers. She puts up the 3. That touches the shot clock, and it's going to go the way of the Eagles. Aces set up in their man-to-man. Well, I would most likely guess, yes, they're in a man-to-man. This is Probst in the corner. She kicks it up to Herman. Herman back to Probst. She drives on Randall, tries to throw a baseline. That's kicked out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Eagles. To trigger it in, it's going to be Bergbauer. She throws it up to Herman. Herman outside, puts up the 3. That's cash. 3-2. Aces behind by 1 with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. As Hershey brings the ball to the left side. She gets it over to Dunlap as she's going to dribble it around and hand it off to Peach. She puts up a 3 now. That's short, no good. Rebound down to Bergbauer. Bergbauer dribbles it up, throws it up to Shoemaker. She tips it off to Herman. She now has all 5, 5-2. Aces behind by 3. As Dunlap gets it down to Randall. She tries to go up, falls. And rebound down Probst. She's going to take it up the floor herself. Probst hands it off to Herman. She dribbles in, kicks it out to Meinhardt. She puts up the quick 3. That's cash. Quick 8-2 start here. 7-2 start here as the Aces are behind. Hershey hands it off to Sellers. Hershey down to Randall. Randall puts it up and in. She's now got 4 points. That first one was a 2 there for Allie Herman. Bergbauer down low, kicks it out to Probst. She puts up the 3. That rattles around, no good. Rebound down Peach. She gets it up to Hershey. Hershey's going to work on. She gets a foul. Blocking foul on number 11. That's Grace Shoemaker. The first foul was called on number 10. That was Claire Probst. Sellers to throw it in. She chucks it up to Randall. That's tipped by Probst. She's going to get it back herself. That's tipped again. But Probst was out of bounds when she tipped it. And we got a really good crew tonight. A lot of experienced officials out there. One younger guy that I don't know, but Hershey going to trigger it in. She clears it out to Peach. Olivia Peach, shot fake, takes a couple dribbles, hands it back off to Hershey. Hershey on the right side, over to Dunlap. Dunlap now to Sellers. Sellers throws the lob to Dunlap. She puts it up and in. She scores her first 2 of the night. Aces now behind 7-6 as this is going to be Bergbauer to bring it up. She's met by Peach. Bergbauer up to Herman. Herman dribbles it around, getting guarded closely by Peach. Good defense here from the Aces. Now Meinhardt. Meinhardt gets it tipped by Peach. She tips it again. No good as Herman has it down low, chucks it up. They're going to call a foul on Tinsley Dunlap. It's going to be a shooting foul as Herman's going to go to the line for 2. First one's up and in. She leads all scorers with 5 as it is 8-6. Aces behind by 2 as Meinhardt is going to take a seat. Herman puts the next one up. She knocks that in too. 9-6. Aces behind by 3. Sellers has it in the corner. She almost gets it tipped by Herman. She fouls her now. I'm all sorts of confused because I had that as a 3 earlier as Herman picks up her first, and Sellers is now going to inbound it for the Aces. Looking for Hershey in the corner, doesn't have her, gets it up to Hershey. She's going to take a couple dribbles, stops, pops the mid-range. That's short, no good. Herman pulls down the board, hands it off to Bergbauer. Bergbauer up to Probst on the left side. Bergbauer now taking it back down, stops, gets it out to Herman. Herman spins, maybe travels as she kicks it out to Probst. Probst gets it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker out to number 35, freshly checked in Brommer. She gets it down to Shoemaker. She now back to Herman. She puts it up, no good. Rebound down, Randall. Macy Randall has to put the ball on the floor. She chucks it up to Olivia Peach. She shot fake, goes up, gets blocked. Rebound down Newton. As that's off of their legs, it's going to go back the way of the Aces. Evie Sellers to inbound it now as Zoe Randall checks in for Olivia Peach. Hershey on the right side. Gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap has it down to Hershey against the zone. She's going to try to go up through contact. Gets the pass over to Randall. She now has 6, leading all scorers. 9-8. Aces behind as Dunlap goes and picks that one off. Sitting back, she puts it up. Layup is good for Dunlap. She has 4. Timeout now, Newton. They're going to take a 30. We're going to take one with them. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
My name is Alexis Johnson. I'm from Brookston, Indiana, and I'm in the physical therapy assistant program at Wabash Valley College. Some of the hands-on activities we have in the physical therapy assistant program is we work on each other, getting that practice in the school setting, and then we also go to clinicals. We go out and work on actual patients with actual employees and just getting hands-on with your patients. After graduating, I plan on going back to my community, working in a hospital setting, maybe a nursing home, and just helping those people around me.
And we're back as the Aces are getting ready. They just flipped the script and they're up 10-9 now on the Eagles. They had some tough takes to the basket, and Macy Randall has dominated down low as Bergbauer is taking up the floor. She kicks it over to Shoemaker. She almost gets it stolen by Hershey. She does get it stolen by Hershey. Dunlap has it. She's now fouled by Shoemaker. That's going to be her second foul. Now checking in for her is going to be Meinhardt. A 1-3-1 here from the Eagles. This is fun. You don't see this a lot. Never mind. As Dunlap has it in the corner. She gets it down to Randall. Randall tries to force it across to her sister. Ball's on the floor. Matt McCarty uses an amazing Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout. As from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows, use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime, they should go counterclockwise, wintertime, clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
And the Tim Phillips and Jade Investment scoreboard reads 10-9, Aces ahead by 1 with 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Hershey will be the one to inbound it. Hershey gets it out to Dunlap. Dunlap at the top of the key against this weird defense is Hershey. Looks at 3, doesn't, takes it, drives all the way in, puts it up the floater. She makes that. She gets in the scorebook finally. 12-9, Aces ahead by 3. Herman up to Meinhardt. She puts up the 3 to respond, and she cashes that one in. She now has 6 points, all from outside of the arc, as Dunlap is going to bring it up now for the Aces. All tied up at 12. She gets it over to Sellers. Sellers now to Hershey in the corner. Shot fake, takes all the way in, stops, pops to mid-range. That's long. Rebound down, Zoe Randall. Dunlap gets it. She's going to try to take it all the way in, gets it out to Hershey. She looks at 3, doesn't take it, tries to spin, back out to Dunlap. Shot fake, working around, back out to Hershey. Great ball movement from Dunlap and Hershey, back out to Sellers. Sellers hands it off to Hershey as Newton's now in a man-to-man. I have no clue what they're running defensively. Never mind, I guess it's a zone. I'm not sure if it's just a rotated 2-3 now. As Dunlap has it up top, back over to Hershey on the left side. Hershey over to Randall on the right side as that's stolen by Bergbauer. Bergbauer pushing up the floor, hands it off to Meinhardt. Meinhardt gets it stolen by Dunlap. Dunlap down to Randall for her easiest 2 points of the night. Randall now has 8 for the Aces, 14-12. Aces in front by 2 with 2:15 left in the first half. as that's going to be an easy layup now for number 35. That was Brommer. It's all tied up back again at 14 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Dunlap to bring it up for the Aces. Gets it over to Zoe Randall. Down to Hershey. Hershey drives in, puts it up. That's no good. Rebound down, Macy Randall. Back out to Evie Sellers for three. Cash. Evie Sellers knocks in the Aces' first three of the night. It's now 17-14 with 1:45 left in the first quarter. Herman brings the ball up the floor. Gets it over to Bergbauer. She's going to drive in. Back out to Herman. Herman over to Meinhardt. She drives in on Hershey. Gets stuffed by Macy Randall. It's out of bounds. Going to stay here with Newton as Evie Knapp now checks in for Evie Sellers. On the floor for the Aces is going to be Randall, Dunlap, Hershey. The other Randall and Evie Knapp is Herman. Catches it, she drives in, throws up the left-handed runner, that's no good. Rebound down Randall. Hershey pushing up the middle of the floor, crosses. Gonna try to get downhill, gets all the way to the rack. That's a great take from Riley Hershey. She now has 4 points, 19-14 as Hershey almost steals that one. As Bergbauer now to bring the ball up the floor. Bergbauer over to Herman. Herman drives on Knapp, kicks it out to Meinhardt. I think that's going to be a foul on Riley Hershey. That should be her first foul, Ace's second of the quarter. Bergbauer chucks it into Herman. Herman, one dribble. They're going to say she's fouled by Knapp. She's now going to take a trip to the line for two. She's already taken a trip, and she was 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 6 points, tied for leading scorer for the Eagles, and looking to tie for game leading scores with Macy Randall. Knocks in the first one. 19-15, Aces still ahead by 4. Knocks in the second of 2. It's now 19-16, Aces ahead by 3 as Hershey chucks it up to Macy Randall. She shot fakes, puts it up and in. This is the highest scoring first quarter that the Aces have had this year with 21 points. Herman bring the ball up the floor. Gets it over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt down to Herman. Herman out to Probst. Probst back up to Herman. She looks at 3, doesn't take it, drives in on Knapp, kicks it out to Bergbauer. She drives. Has nothing. Great defense here from the Aces as she crosses, throws up the runner. Oh my goodness. This is a barn burner right now, 21-18 as Hershey brings the ball up the floor. She's gonna take it all the way in herself. Euro step, puts it up and in. She now has 6. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna be one stop. 23-18 with 17 seconds left in the first quarter as Herman puts it behind her back out to Bergbauer. That's missed. Rebound down Riley Hershey. She has a chance for the last shot. She's going to drive all the way in. Stops. Puts up the floater. No good. Rebound back down to her. She's blocked by Meinhardt. Rebound. Ball's on the floor. Aces grab it. We're going to head into the second quarter. Aces in front 23-18.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly...
We're back as the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 23-18, Aces in front by 5. This is the highest scoring first quarter, or just general first half quarter, that I think they've had so far this year, at least at games I've been at as I go back in my book, as Bergbauer throws it down to number 35, that's Brommer. Brommer back out to Meinhardt, she gets it back to Bergbauer. She drives in, gets it tipped, ball on the floor. That's jump ball, gonna go the way of the Aces. Aces start out the second quarter with a nice little technical turnover. Not exactly, but you might as well call it one as Newton comes out in a man-to-man. Hershey brings it up, gets the screen from Randall, stops, puts up the mid-range, that's cash. When Riley Hershey steps into a mid-range, there are very few times she misses that one. As Meinhardt is gonna bring the ball to the floor. She kicks it over to Herman. Herman down to Probst. Probst dribbling around, kicks it out to Meinhardt. Meinhardt over to Bergbauer on the left side. She puts up the three. That's long, no good. Rebound down, Riley Hershey. Hershey throws it up to Olivia Peach. Peach stops, pops the three, bang. Olivia Peach gets in the scorebook with a big three. 28-18, Aces extend this lead to double digits here. As Herman now bringing the ball up the middle of the floor. She's met by Randall in a 2-3 zone as Bergbauer brings it across. Bergbauer tries to throw it down to Meinhardt. Randall checks up to her as Probst puts up the three. No good. Randall pulls down the board. Tries to get it out to Hershey, throws it a little long, and Hershey can't get to that one, out of bounds. It's going to go the way of the Aces, or the Eagles, sorry. Dunlap checks in for Macy Randall. Macy's got 10 double-digit scoring so far for the Aces. She's one of, well, now the Aces have more in the scoring book than the last time I looked, but Herman brings the ball up the floor against now a man-to-man as Meinhardt brings it across. She's guarded by Peach. She tries to hand it off to Shoemaker as they're getting trapped. Probst throws it down to Shoemaker. She drives in on Dunlap. Dunlap with a great block as she dribbles it off of Brommer's foot. I wasn't sure where that ball was going. Okay, it should be white ball. I was a little lost there. Meinhardt to throw it in. She chucks it up to Probst. Probst gets it over to Herman. She drives in, runs right into Dunlap as Herman now has 10 points. She's got to be the one the Aces stop. 28-20. Hershey tries to step back into a three, hands it off to Zoe Randall. Hershey brings it around, stops, kicks it out to Sellers, back up to Hershey. Hershey dribbling around. This is the possible starting five next year for the Aces as Hershey hands it off to Peach. Hershey back in the right corner down to Dunlap. Dunlap puts up the floater. She is fouled and one. Tinsley Dunlap. (30-20), Aces in front. Aces have a 10-point lead with 5:45 left in the first half. Dunlap makes that one. 31-20 as Macy Randall checks in for her sister, Zoe Randall. Herman gonna bring the ball up against Dunlap as she gets it over to Probst, down to Bergbauer, back up to Probst as she gets it over to Shoemaker. Now over to Probst, she drives in on Randall, tries to throw it baseline, that's out of bounds, gonna go the way of the Aces as it was touched by nobody, just an errant pass. Sellers gets it into Riley Hershey. Hershey has 8 points for the Aces, looking to be the second ace in double figures as she hands it off to Dunlap. Dunlap out to Hershey. Hershey down to Randall. Randall gets fouled trying to go up through contact. Doesn't get the foul call as Meinhardt brings it up the right side. Gets it over to Shoemaker in the corner. She tries to force it down to Herman. She just throws a crazy one up. Rebound down, Macy Randall. That's going to be a jump ball, going to stay here with the Eagles. 31-20, 5 minutes left in the first half. Aces in front by 11. 32, Ernest to trigger it in. She gets into Meinhardt. She chucks up a really quick three. Oh my gosh. She's got 9 points, leading all Eagles, second in Eagles scoring right now. Hershey has it outside. She's gonna give it off to Dunlap. Aces in front by 8, 31-23. Randall, who almost loses it out of bounds, tries to get it to Dunlap. They're going to call a foul on Tinsley Dunlap, diving for the loose ball. Now Zoe Randall will check in for her. Izzy Meinhardt now to bring the ball up the floor for the Eagles. Gets it over to Herman. Herman now to Probst. Probst back up to Meinhardt. Meinhardt gets it down to Shoemaker. She drives in, tries to go up over Randall. Randall blocks that one, gonna go out of bounds. Stay here with the Eagles. 4.5 minutes left. Aces in front by 8. Meinhardt catches the ball in the inbound. Herman throws it to her, loses it. Meinhardt almost crosses it. Back up to Probst on the right side. Herman throws it down to Bergbauer as she misses that one. Rebound down Shoemaker. Rebound now to Randall. She throws up to Olivia Peach. Peach taking it all the way, puts it up. She's fouled. She now has a chance at the line for 2 points. That is number 10, Claire Probst's second foul. Eagles now have 2 players with 2. As Bergbauer now set to check in, and Peach makes the first of 2. 32-23, Aces ahead by 9 with 4 minutes left. Peach misses the second one. Rebound down, Zoe Randall. She may be fouled as Peach tosses it over Sellers. Up to Peach. Peach now gives it off to Hershey. Hershey hands it off to Sellers. Sellers dribbles to the left side. Down to Hershey. Hershey up to Randall. Randall puts in another 2. Her first 2 of the second quarter. She's got 12. 34-23, Aces in front by 11. As Herman now met by Zoe Randall. She's going to get Shoemaker on the back door. As with the foul is Zoe Randall? Okay. Now checking in is number 42. That's Ava Duncan. On the floor for the Eagles is Herman, Bergbauer, Shoemaker, Probst, and Duncan. Bergbauer bringing it up, almost gets a screen from Shoemaker. Shoemaker slips it, now in the hands of Herman. Herman to Duncan. Shoemaker gonna try to go up, tries to throw it across to Probst, as Probst gets it stolen by Peach. That's a foul on the Eagles. That's Shoemaker's third. She is not gonna play the rest of this first half, may not play again till midway through the third, as now in is gonna be number 35, Brommer. Hershey to bring it up the left side. Hershey hands it off to Randall. Randall gonna spin, take it all the way herself. Great move there for Macy Randall. She puts it up. She now has 14 points. Steal for Hershey. She puts up the layup. She's now got double-digit scoring. 38-23. Aces in front by 15. Full timeout. A full Sun Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout for the Newton Eagles. We'll be back in a minute from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% financing or a Bronco for $499 a month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2026 Pacifica, only $399 a month. Or lease a 26 Durango for $449 a month. See store for details. And go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Here we are. We're back with the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 38-23. Aces go on a run to get up 15 with just under 3 minutes left, as Bergbauer is going to bring it up for the Eagles. Bergbauer gets the screen from Herman. Bergbauer gets it stolen now by Evie Sellers. She's going to get it over to Olivia Peach. Peach hands it off to Hershey on the left side. They're going to take their time with this one. Hershey over to Sellers. Sellers now to Zoe Randall. Zoe Randall looking for Peach on the cut. Can't get it to her. Now over to Sellers. Sellers down to Macy Randall. Macy Randall maybe fouled. Can't finish. Probst now gets it over to Bergbauer. Bergbauer over to Probst. Is Probst going to try to work at the top of the key? She now gets it to Duncan. Duncan now to Bergbauer. Bergbauer down to Herman. She kicks it back out to number 35. That is Brammer. Brammer down to Probst. She's going to drive in on Hershey. She loses it. Hershey tries to pick it up. Gets it tipped out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Eagles. Now checking in is number 5, Brooke Gentry. Gentry to inbound it. She throws it over to Probst. Probst over to Gentry. She drives in, throws it up, can't get it. Never mind, that's blocked by Macy Randall. As Riley Hershey now bringing it up the floor. She goes up, almost makes it. Rebound down. Probst finally, as everybody fought for that rebound. Herman now to bring it up to the left side. Herman drives in, layup up now from Brammer. Brammer misses that one. That's going to go out of bounds. I think it's going to stay here with the Eagles. Never mind, it's going to go back the way of the Aces. 38-23, just 99 seconds exact now left in this second quarter. As Hershey to bring the ball up the floor. Gets the high ball screen from Randall, steps into a mid-range. That's a little short. Rebound down, Macy Randall. She goes up and finishes that one now for the Aces. She's got 6 in this quarter, and she's got 16 in the game. Herman to bring it up. Aces in front, 40-23, a minute 15 as Herman stops, trying to get to somebody, just chucks it to Probst in the right corner. Probst brings it down, gets it out to Brammer. She puts it up, no good. Rebound down, Duncan. Duncan out to Probst from the mid-range. That's in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Duncan, gonna go the way of the Aces. Hershey to bring the ball to the floor. Gets it over to Macy Randall. Macy over to Zoe Randall. Now to Hershey. Macy cuts through. She's going to go up, gets fouled by Brammer. She's going to have a trip to the line to 2 to make this one a 19-point ball game here at the half. Macy misses the first of 2. She's 0 for 2 now from the line. Randall puts up the second. She knocks that one in. 41-23, Aces in front by 18 with 45 seconds left. As Probst has it on the left side, she's guarded by Nat. Probst gets it out to Bergbauer for 3. She knocks that 3 down. 41-26 now. Riley Hershey on the left side. Hershey going to get another high ball screen from Randall. Denies it. Going to take it all the way to the rim herself. Oh my gosh. Riley Hershey finishes that one for an and one. 43-26 now. A tough take there from Riley Hershey. Is now checking in. Is going to be number 14. That is Maddie Riggs. She gets Macy Randall to keep Macy from picking up, I guess, just even her first. Hershey able to get that one to roll in. Is now checking in for her is Stella Woodcock. She's going to get Riley Hershey to avoid fouls and give the 2 star players just a little bit of a break here before halftime. 44-26, 20 seconds left as Bergbauer brings it up the floor. She's to be met by Peach. Bergbauer drives in, kicks it out to Probst. Probst drives on Knapp, goes up, almost makes that one. Rebound down Out to Bergbauer. She puts it up. Air ball. Rebound down Knapp. Knapp in a trap. She's holding on to it, trying to get a foul. She's just going to hold it to end out the half. 44-26 as the Tim Phillips at Jane Investment scoreboard reads. We're going to take a quick 4-minute break and be back with the halftime show. That's sponsored by Keep His Funeral Home, located on 1500 North Cherry Street. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Introducing Subway's new sub club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4 foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4 foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted firecrackers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4 foot long free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You know, you can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Holy cow, have the Aces had a better first half so far this year, as we're here at the Keep His Funeral Home halftime show. They're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. Aces in front by 18, but scoring-wise, there has not been a better first half so far for the Aces, as they've scored 20 in each one of their 2 quarters. Holy cow, have the Aces played well. They held Newton to 8 points in the second quarter also. So you win a quarter 21-8. You're doing some things right defensively. We'll just go through quick scoring for the Aces, quick scoring for the Eagles, then head back to a break, then come back for some third quarter action. Olivia Peach has 4 points. Riley Hershey has 13. Tinsley Dunlap has 7. Macy Randall has 17 points, and Evie Sellers has 3. Then for the Eagles, it's going to be Alani Bergbauer has 5 points. Izzy Meinhardt has 9 points. She's hit 3 threes so far. Allie Herman has 10 points. She's the only double-digit scorer for the Eagles, and Maddie Brommer has 2. Aces got to continue this pressure. They've got to continue a stifling half-court defense. They've got to keep it up offensively, running out in transition and making it difficult for Eagles to stay in front of them. They've done an amazing job defensively all year, and they're going to have to keep it up if they want to win this one here at Newton. Aces ahead by 18 as the Tim Tills Jane Vestment scoreboard reads. We're going to take a quick we'll go 3-minute break, and we'll be back for some second half action here at Newton.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% financing or a Bronco for $499 a month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2026 Pacifica, only $399 a month. Or lease a 26 Durango for $449 a month. See store for details. And go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot-long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free! Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank!
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You know, you can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater.
Well, we're back from halftime as the Tim Phillips Jane Vestment scoreboard reads 44-26. Aces in front by 18. Holy cow, did they have a great first half scoring the ball, where they've scored 20 in 2 consecutive quarters. I'll go back and look at my scorebook to see when the last time I think they've done that was, and I think it's been a long time where at least I've covered games that they've done that. Last game they had against Olney, where they played an amazing first half, they did not score 20 once in a single quarter. No, not against Henderson County. They didn't do it against Civic Memorial. Well, I'm getting to some boys games now. They didn't do it either time they played Lawrence, or they scored 20 in the second quarter against Lawrenceville. They scored it against Edwards County once, which, you know, stinks for me a little bit. But like I said, they have really done an amazing job offensively today. They're going to try to continue it and really get this lead ramped up against the Newton Eagles, who are an LIC conference opponent. Tinsley Dunlap now to inbound it. Dunlap has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Sellers. Sellers now to Hershey in the corner. She puts up a floater. That rolls out, no good. Rebound down Dunlap. Dunlap, I think, gets fouled. I wasn't paying close enough attention, sorry. She does get fouled. That's by number 10. That's Claire Probst. That is her second foul. Hershey gets into Randall. Handoff back to Hershey. Never mind, fake handoff. Randall tries to dribble around. She gets it tipped out by Herman. Riley Hershey now to inbound the ball. Randall gets the inbound over to Hershey on the left side. Hershey back out to Peach for three. Bang! Olivia Peach knocks down the three, 47-26. Aces now lead by 21, biggest lead of the game, as Herman now has it. 7.5 minutes left in the third. Schumacher gets it down to Herman. She puts up the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound down Randall. Macy Randall gets it to Riley Hershey. Hershey over to Sellers. Sellers back up to Hershey. Riley Hershey has it at the top of the key. She's going to look to do something against Izzy Meinhardt. Never mind, over to Tinsley Dunlap. Looks like a 1-2-2 from up here. Back over to Peach. Hershey gets it across, back to Peach, now to Sellers in the corner, back up to Peach. She looks to three, does take it. That falls no good. Rebound down. Dunlap almost grabs it, but that was Bergbauer that grabs it. She's going to bring it up the floor herself. She gets it over to Schumacher as she puts that one in. That was a pretty easy foul call, as I was able to see that one from up here. 47-28. That is Evie Sellers' first foul of tonight's contest. Schumacher makes that free throw. 47-29, Aces in front by 18. Hershey dribbles it around against the 1-2-2. She's going to get a high ball screen from Sellers. Now over to Dunlap. She's going to throw it down low to Randall. Great play there. Randall misses the first one, grabs her own rebound, puts it up. Macy Randall with a knee bound and then a finish. 49-29, Aces in front by 20. Schumacher over to Probst. Probst back over to Herman. Herman takes it all the way in. She puts it up, misses, as Macy Randall almost grabs it. Evie Sellers ends up grabbing it. Sellers now has a jump ball with Bergbauer. It's going to stay here with the Eagles. Probst gets the inbound, gets it out to Herman. Herman trying to work on Sellers, drives in, never mind, can't go anywhere, kicks it out to Probst. Probst now hands it off to Meinhardt. She stops, looks at a three, can't take one, kicks it over to Schumacher. Schumacher tries to throw it down. Olivia Peach does a great job of dropping in the 2-3. Bergbauer to inbound it. Bergbauer throws it into Probst. She shot fakes, hands it back off to Herman. Herman with the behind the back dribble, back up to Probst. Probst gonna take it in on Sellers. She's gonna be fouled by Evie Sellers. Bergbauer to inbound it now. She chucks it up to Herman. Herman looks at a three, doesn't take it. One dribble in, gets it back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker tries to get to a cutting Meinhardt. Great steal there from Dunlap. She carries the ball. It's going to go back the way of the Eagles. Had the right idea, just couldn't get there, as Hershey was running up the left side. She just couldn't get it there in time before she carried the basketball. Herman now into Bergbauer. Bergbauer over to Probst. Probst looks at a mid-range, doesn't take it now to Shoemaker in the right corner. Back up to Probst. Probst kicks it down to Meinhardt. Meinhardt dribbles, tries to get to Bergbauer, almost loses it. She drives in, puts up the floater. That's no good. Rebound down, Riley Hershey. Hershey throws it up to Olivia Peach. She puts up the mid-range, the layup, I guess. And it's 51-29. Aces in front by 22 with 5 minutes left. Bergbauer throws it down to Shoemaker. She's blocked by Macy Randall. Randall can't come up with it as Shoemaker steals it back. Sellers grabs it, gets it to Dunlap. Dunlap gets it to Peach. Peach puts up the layup, misses the layup. Then Riley Hershey tips out of bounds, going to go back the way of the Eagles. As Zoe Randall now comes in for Evie Sellers. Bergbauer gets it up to Probst. Probst over to Schumacher. She tries to throw it to the corner. The Ace is doing a great job defensively. Back out to Bergbauer. She puts up the three. That's no good. Long side rebound to Shoemaker. Randall grabs the board. She finally gets a call after the Eagles have been very, very physical after rebounds. That's going to be on number 30, I think. That's going to be Herman's second. Hershey hands it back off to Dunlap. She's going to bring it up the floor. Dunlap crosses the timeline. 4.5 is Hershey. On the left side, drives in, throws it up to Randall. Randall puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound. She tries to spin. Jump ball, going to stay here with the Aces. Because Dad coached the Edwards County Lions. I'll name a great Lions player. Nathaniel Schmittler used to do that a lot. He'd miss his own rebound. He'd grab it back and put it back up. That's why he, had 400 points and a bunch of rebounds in a season. As Hershey gets it down to Dunlap. Dunlap out to Randall. Randall back up to Dunlap on the right side. She dribbles in. She gets that one tipped. Rebound down. Randall. She throws it up after getting hit hard. And she's going to put up 2 free throws. I think he had a little more than 400 now that I do the math. I think it was closer to 600. He had the record for points this season at Edwards County. I'll give him a little bit of credit. As Randall knocks in the first of 2. Randall knocks in the second of 2. It's now 53-29. Aces in front by 24. 4 minutes left is Herman. Going to try to drive in on Zoe Randall out to Probst. Probst now to Bergbauer. Out to Meinhardt for 3. That's no good. Rebound down to Brammer as Brammer hands it over to Bergbauer. She puts up the layup. That's in. She now has 7 points as Hershey to bring it up. 53-31. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third. Hershey gets the screen from Knapp. Hershey down to Zoe Randall. She throws up the 3. Probst pulls down the board as Bergbauer now to bring it up the left side of the floor. Bergbauer down to Brammer as Brammer out to Probst. Probst gets it over to Bergbauer at the short corner. Now out to Herman. Herman from the free throw line. She knocks that one in. She has 12, leading all Eagles in scoring. 53-33. Matt McCarty uses a full timeout. That's a Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout. We'll be back in a minute from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
It's holiday season with great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $13,300 off on a new 2025 Jeep Cherokee L or a 26 Ram 1500 with 0% financing for 60 months. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
After that Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout, the Aces still lead by 20 points as the Tim Phillips Jade Investment scoreboard reads with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. Riley Hershey down to bring the ball up the floor. Hershey going to get a screen from Zoe Randall. She's going to take it all the way in, stops, steps back from the mid-range. That's short. Rebound down, Zoe Randall, never mind. Macy Randall picks up a foul. That's her first of the game. I know what you're saying. It's a little late in the game for Macy Randall to be getting her first foul of the game, but made it through 3 quarters pretty clean. 3 minutes. Aces ahead by 20, 53-33. Bergbauer brings the ball up the floor, gets it over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt gonna try to skip it across to Herman. She drives in on Zoe Randall. Herman stops, kicks it back out to Meinhardt. Meinhardt stops, puts up the 3. That's short, no good. Rebound down. Macy Randall up to Riley Hershey. Riley Hershey gonna take it all the way in herself. Stops, puts up the mid-range, no good. Rebound down. Tinsley Dunlap on the right side. Gets it over to Macy Randall. Randall, one dribble, puts it up. That's in. Macy Randall now has 6 in this quarter. 23 in the game so far, 55-33. Aces ahead by 22. Bergbauer over to Probst. Probst gets it over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt tries to get it down. Randall steals that one. She is going to try to take it all the way herself. Never mind, gets it down to Hershey. Hershey puts up the easy bunny for 2. She's got 15, 57-33. Aces back ahead by 14 points. Just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Bergbauer chucks up a 3. That's short, no good. Rebound down, Probst on a long rebound. Bergbauer hands it off to Herman. Herman tries to throw it across to Brammer, back out to Meinhardt. Meinhardt hands it off to Herman as Herman misses that. Rebound down, Probst. Brammer now back to Meinhardt. Hershey steals it, hands it off to Randall, back up to Hershey. Hershey gonna take it all the way herself, stops, throws one up, may have been fouled, doesn't get a call. They're gonna say that's out of bounds on Riley Hershey. 57-33, a minute 23 left in this third quarter as Stella Woodcock checks in for Riley Hershey. Meinhardt to bring the ball up the floor. She's met by Knapp. She's going to throw it down to Bergbauer. She stops, chucks it up. That's good. Gosh dang. Alani Bergbauer has played a great game so far as she has 9 points. Dunlap has it on the right side. She's met at this 1-2-2 as she's going to take it all the way herself, puts up the floater. That's no good. Grabs down her own rebound, puts it back up and finishes. She's now got 9 points. She's looking to become the third ace in double digits. Back up 59-35 with 45 seconds left. As Meinhardt has it on the right wing. Down to Brammer. Brammer out to Bergbauer. She puts up a 3, no good. Rebound down Woodcock. Woodcock gets it up to Dunlap. Dunlap down to Randall. She's going to go up. Could have been fouled. Doesn't get it. Zoe Randall throws it up. Macy Randall dives on the floor for that one as Herman has another ace on the floor, a third ace on the floor, and I think Tinsley Dunlap is hurt. That did not look comfortable the way she dove, and looks like she's fine. I think she just hit her elbow on the floor pretty hard. No sting. Yeah, that's a pretty good floor burn. You could see that from all the way up here. Bergbauer brings the ball up the floor. She gets it over to Probst. Probst now to Meinhardt. She's going to try to throw it across the court as Randall steals that up to Hershey. Hershey's going to have a fast break all to herself. She's going to go up. She gets fouled hard. And no call on that. No call. Aces head in to the fourth quarter. They are up by 24 points, 59-35 as the Tim Phillips J Investment scoreboard reads. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
And we're back here in the fourth quarter as the Tim Phillips J Investment scoreboard reads 59-35. Aces ahead by 24 as Bergbauer throws it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker gets it down to number 30. That's Herman in the corner. She dribbles around, kicks it out to Bergbauer. Skips it across to Shoemaker. That's stolen by Woodcock. She's going to try to take it all the way to the rim herself. Throws up the floater, no good. Rebound down, Zoe Randall. She puts it up and in. That's her first 2 points of tonight's contest. 61-35. Aces ahead by 26. Shoemaker has it on the right wing. She dribbles down, hands it off to Probst. Probst trying to work on Hershey. Goes up, gets fouled by Randall. That's her second. She's going to have a trip to the line for 2. Claire Probst has not scored yet in tonight's contest. Knocks in the first to get herself in the scorebook. 61-36. Aces in front by 25. Knocks in the second. 61-37 as Hershey's going to bring it up the right side. Hershey kicks it down to Knapp in the left corner as Hershey gets it back up top, down to Macy Randall. She's fouled. They're going to call that on Probst. That's her third. Randall gets it into her sister Zoe as Riley Hershey gets it back to her. Tries to get it out to Woodcock. It's tipped. Gonna stay here with the Aces. 61-37. 7 minutes left in tonight's contest between the Aces and the Eagles. Now gets it into Riley Hershey. Hershey gets it tipped out of bounds. Gonna stay here with the Aces. 61-37 with 7 minutes left now in the fourth. Throws it out to Zoe Randall. Zoe Randall now to Evie Knapp. Knapp gets it to a cutting Zoe Randall. She just throws one up to her sister. Misses the first, goes up for the second, and puts it up and in. 63-37. Aces now in front by 26. Bergbauer has it up top, gets it over to Shoemaker. She's going to throw it over to Probst. Probst almost loses it. Gets it down to Herman. Herman puts up the mid-range. That's short. No good. Rebound down Knapp. Knapp loses it as Shoemaker grabs it. She hands it to Stammer as Stammer gets out to Bergbauer. Oh, my gosh. She hits another three as Alani Bergbauer has played a great game for the Eagles. It's 63-40. Hershey working around. She's going to get it a screen from Zoe Randall. Hershey going to throw it down to Knapp in the corner. She throws it back up to Hershey. Hershey tries to dribble around. She gets fouled by Schumacher. That is her fourth personal foul. Is now checking in for the Aces is Dunlap Peach. Sellers, Riggs, and Ernest. And checking in for the Eagles is number 14, that's Meinhardt. Olivia Peach now to inbound it for the Aces. She's just going to chuck it out to Hazel Ernest. Hazel Ernest doesn't understand she can let it cross. Throws it away to number 12. That was Bergbauer. She scores again. It's 63-42 with 5:45 left. Dunlap brings the ball up the floor. She gets a screen from Ernest. She stops, throws it out to Sellers. Sellers now to Peach. Peach for three. She is fouled and is going to put up 3 free throws now. Peach misses the first one. Rattles in the second. It's now 64-42. Aces ahead by 22. She's now the third ace in double digits with 10 points. Makes the third of 3. She goes 2 for 3 from the line. Aces ahead 65-42 as Meinhardt going to try to score on Ernest. She's going to take it in, stops, puts up the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound out of bounds, going to go the way of the Aces. Dunlap bring the ball up the floor. Throws it over to Sellers. Sellers now to Ernest. Ernest throws it up to Sellers. Sellers over to Peach on the right side. Olivia Peach, one dribble, now kicks it to Dunlap as Evie Sellers going to go up for a layup. She misses that one. Rebound down Maddie Riggs. She misses now. Herman going to bring it up the floor. 5 minutes left. Bergbauer going to try to score on Peach. She's going to take it in, throws it away to Hazel Ernest. Ernest loses out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Eagles. Bergbauer throws it into Meinhardt. Meinhardt over to Herman. Herman can drive to the right, puts up the contested mid-range. Rebound down Hazel Ernest. She's going to take this all the way as she slows down, goes in, throws up the layup. That's no good. Rebound down Probst. Her and Ernest fight for the jump ball. It's going to stay here with the Aces. 4:45 left. Macy Glenn now checks in for Olivia Peach. Glenn to throw it in bounds, throws it over to Dunlap. Dunlap going to take it all the way in, chucks it up, she's fouled. She's going to take a trip to the line for 2. Dunlap now trying to be the 4th ace in double figures with these 2 free throws. Well, knock on wood. Don't want to jinx it. That one rattles in. 66-42 is Tinsley Dunlap makes the first of 2. Second one rattles home. 67-42 as Bergbauer dribbles up the floor, gets it over to Probst. Probst over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt scores that one. She knocks in her 4th 3 and has 12 points, 67-45. There was a loud scream on the free throw. I wasn't thinking until I read the scoreboard. Dunlap on the right side. She gets a screen from Ernest. Over to Sellers. Sellers now to Glenn. Glenn for 3. That's short. Bremer tries to grab it. It falls out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Aces. Glenn up to Sellers, over to Dunlap. Dunlap kicks it to Glenn in the left corner, back over to Evie Sellers for 3. That's a little short. Rebound down. Herman over to Meinhardt. She's going to chuck one up, get fouled. She's going to take a trip to the line for the three-point play, 67-47. As Stella Woodcock and Evie Knapp check in for Tinsley Dunlap and Evie Sellers. As Newton's not going to take their starters out, I guess, as we're under 4 minutes and they're down 20. Meinhardt misses that as Bergbauer grabs the rebound. That's blocked. Going to stay here with the Eagles as it's out of bounds on the Aces. And throw it in is Bergbauer. She gets it into Probst. She puts up the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound down Ernest. Ernest gets it stolen away by Probst. Up to Herman. She puts it up. Is fouled. She's going to take a trip to the line for 2. She's 4 for 4 from the line today. Herman to put up the first to 2. That one rolls in. She stays perfect from the free throw line. 67-48. The gap's now within 20. Herman knocks in the second of 2. 67-49. Aces in front now only by 18 with 3.5 minutes left as Woodcock has it on the left side. She gets it over to Ernest. Ernest on the right side getting pressured closely is back up to Woodcock. Now Evie Knapp has it on the left wing. Now we're under 3.5 minutes. Back up to Stella Woodcock. Over to Glenn. Glenn to Knapp. Knapp, couple dribbles in, chucks it up. That's way long as Probst pulls down the board. Probst over to Bergbauer. Now back over to Probst. She looks at 3, doesn't take it, tries to drive in, kicks out to Meinhardt. She's going to put up another 3. Oh my gosh. She's made 5 threes now. She's got 17 points as it's 67-52, and the Aces are bringing their starters back in. Knapp over to Woodcock. Woodcock down to Glenn. 2:40 left as Probst steals that one. Glenn takes the foul as she tries to poke it away from Bergbauer. Now all of the Aces starters check back into the game. Herman throws it into Meinhardt. She loses it. Out of bounds, going to go back the way of the Aces. Dunlap now to bring the ball up the floor. Back over to Sellers. Sellers now to Hershey in the corner. She stops, gets it down to Randall. Randall gets tangled up in a jump ball. Going to go back the way of the Eagles. 67-52. Aces behind, or Aces in front, sorry, by 15. It's Bergbauer now to bring the ball up the floor. Gets it over to Probst. Probst now to Herman. Herman for 3. That's no good. Rebound down Dunlap. She's just going to try to take it all the way to the rim herself. Euro step, throws it up, can't finish. Herman pulls down the board. Herman pushing up the floor on Evie Sellers. She crosses, takes it all the way in, tries to force it down to Meinhardt, almost loses it. Dunlap now grabs it. She's going to take it all the way to the rim herself. Never mind, dishes off to Hershey at the last second. She puts it up and in for 2. She now has 17, 69-52 with 1:45 left in tonight's contest. Bergbauer for 3. That's no good. That's going to go out of bounds, going to stay here with the Eagles. Probst throws it into Bergbauer. Bergbauer back over to Herman. Herman drives in, gets it out to Probst in the corner. She's going to look to skip it across to Meinhardt. She's going to look at a 3, doesn't take it, steps back, does take a 3. Oh my gosh, she cannot miss it right now. She's got 6 threes. She has 20 points. 69-55 is Meinhardt came alive here late, and now Newton's going to throw in the subs. A minute left. Hershey going to drive inside, throw up the floater. She knocks that one in. 19 points for Riley Hershey, 71-55. Aces in front by 16. As Meinhardt has it outside, she gets it up to Bergbauer. She's going to chuck it up, no good. Rebound down Macy Randall. She hands it off to Riley Hershey, 38 seconds. Riley Hershey just wants to dribble this one out with 38 seconds left. Official takes a timeout to get all the subs in, and it's just going to prelude the inevitable. Ace is going to dribble this one out. Hopefully, we just end this one at 71-55, and I can start working on my scorebook, tallying everything up. Now, over to Woodcock. Woodcock has it up top. She kicks it back down to Knapp. They're just going to continue to hold this one to finish it out. As Riggs kicks it down to Glenn. She throws up the jumper and makes it. I thought I could finish my book, and she goes and makes a mid-range. As we have 10 seconds left, Aces ahead by 18. Gentry throws it down to number 22. I'm not sure who that was, number 22, Poole. Then Street grabs it, throws one up. We finish this one 73-55. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the Coach's Postgame Show, brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk. We'll have a quick interview with Coach and some scoring here in just a minute.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% financing or a Bronco for $499 a month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2026 Pacifica, only $399 a month. Or lease a 26 Durango for $449 a month. See store for details. And go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th footlong free.
4 footlongs free. Fix my fibula later.
4 footlongs free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th footlongs free! Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank!
4 footlongs free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th footlong free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You know, you can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Well, here we are as the Mount Carmel Lady Aces take down the Newton Eagles by 18, 73-55. We're going to go through scoring, then it looks like Coach Matt McCarty is hopefully going to make his way up here for a quick interview. We'll start out with the Newton Eagles as it all starts out with Izzy Meinhardt. She had 20, and she had 11 of those in the fourth quarter. She knocked down 6 threes for the Eagles and made it tough here on the Aces. Then number 30, that's Allie Herman, had 14. Then Alani Bergbauer had another 14. Then both with 2 is Claire Probst and Maddie Brahmer. Then number 3 is Emma Schumacher. Then we'll go over to the Mount Carmel side. They had 3 aces in double-digit scoring. It all started out with Olivia Peach with 10, Tinsley Dunlap with 11, Riley Hershey had 19, and Macy Randall had 25. Aces did a lot of scoring in tonight's game, had 21 or 20 plus in each of the first 2 quarters of tonight's ball game. Offensively, they did an amazing job. Defensively, did a great job. Single-digit points in 2 of tonight's quarters. Great job here by the Aces. Then we'll go to some other scoring. 2 points for Brinley Hamill, 2 points for Zoe Randall. Then Evie Sellers had 3. Aces starting 5 get it done offensively tonight. And they really did a great job defensively in multiple quarters where there's single-digit points scored. They had 1 quarter where they scored 20 or more points. And honestly, that was the last quarter of the game. They put in their subs. Newton kept some of their starters in with about 4 minutes left. And they started to mount a comeback as Aces were ahead by 25-ish. So Aces, honestly, if I'm the Golden Aces and I look at this game, I look at this one as one where we played a really, really solid Newton squad in the LIC. We beat them by 18 points, played our best offensive game, and it would have been a 30-point game if, our starters stayed in all night. So just once again, such a great game from the Aces as Coach Matt McCarty coming up for a quick interview. Coach, we can talk a lot about the defense, but we should probably talk more about the first half offense. I went back in my book. I don't have a first half where you've scored 20 in a quarter all year. You scored it 2 in both of the first 2 quarters tonight. The offense for the girls was firing, and I think that's something you can look at and be proud of right now.
Yeah, girls really have come out and played well offensively. Defensively, I wasn't too thrilled with our first quarter, giving up 18 points. It looks like our fourth quarter wasn't as great either, but that second and third quarter, I really thought we locked in, sat down, and defended really well, and we just got to keep doing that continuously and keep getting better at it and want to do it all the time. Yeah, and that second quarter or that second and third where both quarters you allow single-digit points, it's really something to look at for your girls, and they played an all-around game tonight, especially against an LIC conference opponent. Now, we won't see you again until next week at least. This weekend, you got a little more LIC play where I think you guys start the tournament, if I'm not wrong. Just give us a little bit of preview of that tournament coming up. Yeah, we LIC tournament starts on Saturday. It's at Marshall this year, and we got the 2 seed, and we'll play the 7 seed Marshall on their home floor. And we've already played there once against them, and they're no slouch. It's going to be a tough game. They play really hard. They got a couple girls that are pretty good. So it's going to be a tough competition, just like every night in the LIC is. So we're excited for it. The goal is kind of we're shifting just a little bit of we want to be back-to-back LIC tournament champions, and that's kind of where our focus is right now. All right. Well, thank you for a great interview, and good luck heading forward in this tough LIC conference tournament next week. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, that'll probably finish up tonight's broadcast for us here in the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. Thank you to Emery for coming along and running the stream on this one. Thank you to everybody back at WSJD for making it work on the radio side. And once again, I'm Max Gerlach. So long, and thank you guys for tuning in.